What are some of the guiding documents out there and standards that are out there that kind of address the topic?
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
I would say the ones from a testing perspective, any NETA technician or even the sales guys, one thing you're typically always going to see your customers reference is IEEE 81. That is really probably the gold mine for all requirements to meet. The next one after that is probably going to be IEEE 80. Gregg and I were talking earlier, the Green Book, the old Green Book, they're planning on remaking some of these. It is IEEE standard 142. I will say that I think all of these are now currently greater than 10 years old. So technically they are all outdated standards according to IEEE, and they should be coming under review shortly. I think some of them already are, but so keep an eye out for those. Some other really good ones that I think that are worth highlighting is one is Getting Down to Earth by Megger, really good, valuable resource for test technicians and helping you to understand that stuff without having to download IEEE 81. And then, Gregg, you can go ahead and talk about the AEMC one as well.
Yep. Yeah, I'll mention a few others as well, too. So AEMC has the Understanding Ground Resistance Testing Workbook. You can always reach out to us to receive a copy of that. It's a wonderful resource. It's a field guide. It also has some blank test reports in there as well, too. If you need examples, you can download those examples also from our website at aemc.com. We have the workbook as well as Excel templates and printable documents that you can take out into the field for your testing. It'll give you both instruction as well as a report if you need one. I'll mention some kind of niche ones, documents that are worth referencing, even if you're not in these industries, because they are so valuable and fairly easy to access. Military 419A is the document behind a lot of the IEEE stuff. And you'll find some disagreement in some of them. We'll kind of skip over that. It's kind of really nuanced. But if you need a great explanation into the theory of ground resistance testing, or really just the theory of grounding, the 419A is a fantastic document for that. It's very wordy. It's tough to read.
Is that an IEEE standard or
that is a military standard?
Okay, the 419 mil spec?
Yeah, it's a mil spec. Yep. The other one, it comes from Motorola, and that's the R56. And again, that may be a document that you're saying, oh, that's not really applicable for me. The testing portion of it, which is a small portion of it, but probably 50 or so pages, is very, very well written and generally available out there if you Google search it. I believe they've made that public. I'm not exactly sure. But it's a wonderful resource nonetheless, if you come across it, for understanding these tests. What they've done very well in this is present alternative scenarios. You cannot perform this method. Here is an additional or an alternative method for testing as well. So great resource, not only just for ground resistance electrode testing. I prefer the terminology resistance to ground. When we're performing like fall of potential, I think that's a better generic term for it. We say ground resistance testing, that means a lot of stuff. But if you need soil resistivity or ground resistance, resistance to ground testing, and then how to come to some conclusions, do some basic calculations to approximate resistance, is a fantastic document for that one as well too.